Well, good morning, everyone. Fourth day of competition right here in the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro. It's going to be an amazing day with the Pro Junior men, the women, and the men. That's what's happening today. Good morning, Rish.
Good morning, Bego. It's going to be a good day of competition, I see. So we're starting with the Pro Juniors. Right now, we've got Amin Umar, Kainalo Shim, and Mohammed Jarish in the water. With two locals, it's going to be quite an interesting heat.
Yeah, the locals have been showing off in the Pro Junior men division and also in the men division, doing a great job as well. We saw Ali dancing, Ali Sham, yesterday again, winning Mike's tour. So what a great moment for Maldives.
Indeed. You should have seen out there. It was crazy. We've got the crowd. There was just dancing. There were drums. Everyone was screaming. I was trying to get an interview with Sham, and I could just hear the whole crowd. It was super amazing to watch, and for sure everyone was really proud of Sham. But he beat Mike Stewart
Twice.
twice exactly. So it was a really interesting thing to witness as well, and I'm pretty sure everyone was more than happy about it.
And we had the first lady yesterday as well.
Yes, we did.
She's amazing. Well, guys, we're gonna hit the water right now, and we're going to introduce you to the first heat of the day, which is the Pro Junior Men division. Let's check out who do we have there and the conditions. Reached today, very consistent. We thought actually the swell was dropping, but it looks fairly the same as yesterday. And in the water, we're gonna present that heat real soon. Is the first heat of the Pro Junior Men division. Remember, this is a full elimination round for this under 18. I don't want to call them boys because, under 18, some of them are around the 17 years of age. So, like I always say, Pro Junior Men, it's short in age, but not in level of bodyboarding. So we're going to see a very cool show from these young men.
Of course. And they've been putting up such good scores on the board throughout this event, and I'm looking forward to seeing this heat with Amin Umar and Kainalo Shim along with Mohammed Jarish. And yeah, you're right about the swell actually. It looks like we've got some waves coming up right now.
Yeah, there's waves. It looks like the riders are not in the water yet. Oh, we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, guys, this is what's planned for today. I'm gonna read you what we have in mind for the day. Remember, everything is subject to change. They put a schedule together, but it could change. Like it actually happened today. We were scheduled to start with the women, but it looks like they had a meeting and they changed the schedule. The current schedule is we're doing the Pro Junior Men Division 2 heats for that, which is a full elimination round. It's a report charge for the Pro Junior Men. Then we're gonna jump to the Women Division for 4 heats and also a full elimination round. And then the round number 5 for the men, that's 8 hits. And we are doing the quarters for the women today, 4 hits. And what it's planned is to close the day with the Pro Junior Men, 4 more hits. So another day of 22 hits.
Yeah, it's going to be back to back of a lot of exciting events that are going to be carried out today. And yesterday also we had a full day of heats, and it was so interesting.
Okay, yeah, we don't have any riders there, I'm sorry. And guys, check, okay, check that out. That's the link with us. It's the link tree. Right now, you guys can see that. But you know what? We are going to, yeah, for now, let you scan that code. You can totally, you can go there, scan it, and it will take you to all of our socials and our website. It's all there.
Yeah, and here you see the beautiful scene of Varunulaa Raalhugandu with the morning sun, and it's looking really nice today. We had a really strong rain last night, and now it's looking like it's cleared up a lot.
Yeah, last night it rained a lot. I can tell. I completely turned off. I went to sleep like at 9:30, so I have no idea what happened. But I woke up in the morning and I saw a lot of water in the city. So you guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the start of day number 4 right here in the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro, and we are going to see the Pro Junior Men Division first, and then we're gonna. Okay, well, guys, there. I just got a new information. Things are changing a little bit. You know what it is? The writers, I mean, they get together, and it looks like they had a meeting right now, and it looks like the women they do want to start now. So we are starting with the women division right now. That's why we are waiting. It looks like they were having a meeting. So yeah, no Pro Junior men. We are starting with the women division as it was planned from the very beginning. It's a women division with the round number 4, which is a full elimination round.
Yeah.
And you have it right there. That's the first heat of that round. We have 3 amazing competitors. It's Maíra Viana from Brazil, who won her heat yesterday. Valentina Diaz from Chile. She served really good yesterday as well. And yellow. And we have the very one of the revelations of this year tour for the women division is Namika Yamashita, coming from being second in the first event for the women division, the ArcelorMittal Wahine Bodyboard Pro, and this is our ranking.
Yes, right now we have a look at the women's rankings in the World Tour. We've got Sari O'Hara leading with first place and Neymara Carvalho in second, and we've got Joanna Schenker on the third with Alexandra Rinder on the fourth and Mairo Viana on fifth, and we've got a tie for fifth with Dalete Mosino and Teresa Miranda as well. On eighth, we've got Luna Hartman, and we've got one contestant from the world ranking in this first heat of the morning with from the women's round round 4 heat 1. We've got Marina, how do you spell it exactly? Maria?
Maida.
Maida.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Maida in the water, and she's not in the water yet, actually. We are
Not yet,
waiting.
yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting for the women to enter the water. It's looking better than a couple of days, and we've got some waves coming through, and it looks a lot cleaner than the previous days.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I saw some free surf, and I believe we're gonna hear from Jay and I think Giuliano. They both went surfing, and I'm pretty sure they can give us the insights. But yeah, it's all about the riders right now. Um, okay, so judging criteria for this event, as well as we have seen for the whole tour, this hasn't really changed because this is actually the judging criteria that we have in our rule books. So maximum degree of difficulty and commitment, radical control maneuvers, speed, power, and flow.
We've got the critical sections, that is very important. Then also along with that, we've got the variety of the repertoires, and if you have doing any aerial maneuvers with a high degree of difficulty, the judgings absolutely love it. And we've also got cleanly executed and completed along with style, that is included in the judging criteria. And all athletes should follow these and keep in mind that these are the criteria that the judging will be followed to. So as long as you have this in mind, you'll be following it and trying to get good scores on the board. And we're seeing day 4 of the competition. We're halfway there. We're almost done with the competition, and it's looking tough right now. We've got elimination heats coming up, and we also will be having Pro Junior Men later in the day with men's division, and we'll be trying to have women's quarters today with. And here we've got the calendar for the world tour. Right now we are in Maldives Pro. And after this, we'll be going to La Salle Pro, and then after that, there's Sintra Pro, following with Walker Bay Pro, and for the first time, I hear that there's IBC Moroccan Pro, and then there is the Grand Canarian Fronton King. Bagel?
Yeah, Gran Canaria Fronton King is going to be where we're going to be crowning the Pro Junior Men division. And of course, the men division. I mean, it depends on what happens during the year. But yeah, there's a huge possibility that we crown those two champions there. But remember, we are going to be crowning the Pro Junior Women Division champ in the next event, which is the La Salle Pro. And the women, we don't know what's going to happen. Depending on the results here and the results in Sintra, we will see. I mean, I'm sorry, and the results in Walker Bay Pro and in Sintra as well. We'll see, because Morocco also have the women division. It depends. I mean, Sadio Hara leading the charts right now, first, winning 2 events. There you have it. I mean, she won the 2 events that we had, and Antofagasta was the richest in points and prize money, and she's got lots of points for herself. So Neymar Carvalho, she's actually away from her. I believe it's around 1,000 points. I'm gonna get you that information. But yeah, I mean, they do have a chance depending on what happened here. I mean, there is a moment where Sadi should lose or should be knocked out of the competition, and the rest should be advancing in order to have more chances. But Sadi is looking really sharp. Actually, yesterday she had the highest score of the women division so far until Alexandra completely destroyed it. At the very end of the day, she actually got 16 points. Really impressive from Alexandra Rin the last night.
Yes, that's true. Sari O'Hara was holding on to that heat best wave score, and then Alexandra at the last heat of the day. Actually,
No.
second last.
Yeah,
yes.
second last, right. Yeah.
Second last heat of the day. She got 2 8s on the board, and it was amazing to watch. And she got such good waves. I had a chat with her last night, and she was like, okay, at first she felt like she was not doing properly, so she was and she just sat down, listened to some music, got in the heat momentum, and she was like, Alexandra, you can do better than this. And here we've got the women in the water now. We've got Maira, Viana, and Valentina Diaz, and Namika Yamashita in the water, and that's the horn to kick off the first heat of the day. Round 4, heat 1, and it's begun. It's going to be interesting to see how these 3 ladies battle it out to advance to the next round. We've got 24 minutes on the clock. Yes.
Yeah, 2 of our top riders from last year, top 8. Remember, the seeding works this way. Whoever ends in the top 8 is going to be seeded throughout the whole year. So the top 8 from last year will get a seed in the non-elimination round. And throughout the year, it doesn't matter what happened, in the current rankings. The seeding comes from the previous year. So first wave, this is Namika Yamashita. Not much there for her. You can tell I've been analyzing her, and I believe she feels a little bit more comfortable to the right. We're gonna get to see that. But these ladies from Japan, they are very used to surf all kinds of conditions. I believe that's very important in bodyboarding, to serve all kinds of conditions. When you come from places where the waves are perfect, you struggle a little bit to get used to, for example, the not too perfect beach breaks or the shifty waves. And it's very important to train all kinds of conditions. And the Japanese, as well as the Brazilians, they train several different types of waves.
That's true. And we've got athlete from Brazil and Chile. So, oh, sorry. Yeah,
Brazil, Chile, and Japan.
Japan, yes. And it's a very diverse heat, so it's going to be interesting to see which wave they go for, either the left or the right, because I see some rights coming through as well throughout the day.
No, I mean, look at that. I was actually in the morning earlier. I was checking the forecast with the technical team. We were having breakfast, and we saw a decrease in the period and in the strength in the swell energy. And we thought it was going to be actually. We said like, oh, probably it will be small, like very small, and it's nothing like that. Look at that. This is Varunulaa Raalhugandu. It's one of the most consistent waves here in Maldives. That is why we're holding this event here.
Mhm.
It's perfect for bodyboarding and very consistent.
It is, yes. During this time of the year, we've got perfect waves for bodyboarders. And throughout the year, there are really nice, clean waves that comes through Varunulaa Raalhugandu, and we've also got throughout the whole country that are depending on the swell directions. We've got waves everywhere.
Well, that's right. Just gonna throw a quick Spanish here for everyone tuning in for Valentina. Un saludo gigante a todas las personas que están sintonizando. Veo bastantes chilenos y personas que hablan español. Tenemos a Valentina Díaz desde Chile. Y here comes a wave for Maíra Viana. Maíra very solid in this year tour. Not only this year, last year as well, getting her best results, and that's a complete maneuver. Let's see the one in the back.
Oh, we've got Valentina, and I missed that first turn right there, but she's trying to complete that maneuver, but unable to quite finish it strong.
I was walking with her this morning to the venue, and she was telling me, look at this. This was actually very good. I mean, this is the replay for Maíra.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, this is Valentina, I think. Oh,
No, that's Maíra Viana.
oh, Maida, yes. Red.
The first, fairly big move of right now. So Maíra gets a 4.25, and the first for yellow, Valentina Diaz, is a 3.25. Remember, these are 25-minute heats, and your best two waves are counting out of 12 waves. You have a maximum, they have a maximum of 12 waves.
Right. And with that on the board, we've got 4.25 and a 3.25. And with 20 minutes left on the clock, I'm pretty sure that anything can happen this, and then the situation is very likely to change. We've got now Mika on number 1 priority, and Maida is holding the second priority, and it looks like the waves are a bit slow right now. I think it's because of the morning tide, which is about to go down, I believe, right now. And we have about 19 minutes left, and they're just very far away from each other, spread throughout in different spots. That's a good strategy if you know where you want to pick the wave from.
I'm sorry, I agree with you. Well, talking about the tides, we had the high tide at 5:38 this morning, and low tide will be at 10:58 or 11 fairly. So yeah, that's what's happening. And the next high tide will be at 4:14. I mean 4:41 to now. I mean this afternoon. So that's what's happening, and that's a beautiful shot for Varunulaa Raalhugandu right here, south of Male, and it's in the middle of the city. We have a beautiful park next to it as well. That's where our restaurants are, and if you see a white tent close to the bridge, that's the competitors area, and we are located towards your right there where all those roofs are behind the soccer field. So yeah, this is
Yes, that park that you see right there, it's called Lonoziare Park.
oh,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful.
Yeah, we've got a lot of green in there and really nice flowers and gardens and
Plants,
stuff. Yeah,
right?
a lot of events are held there, like parties, weddings, and so
Oh.
during the night time the whole place will be lit up.
Oh, you know what? I haven't walked there. Oh my
You
God,
should.
we have been working so much that I've been losing all the fun here. Okay, well, so far so good for Maíra Viana. She's in the first position coming from Espírito Santo, Brazil. Actually, she is here with her coach, Leo Costa. And a wave here. Oh, actually, it's speaking of the devil. Maíra Viana, solid. You know, she knows her turns. She's very comfortable with those rolls. She knows what she has to do. She knows it's only two waves. I had a conversation with her here last year, but take us through this replay.
Yes, you're very right about the solid turns. Look at how confident she is on that wave with her turn right there. It's as if she knows exactly what to do and exactly when to do it. Perfectly executed, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a good backup score for her as well. And we just saw a recap of
Valentina.
Valentina trying to finish a wave there. Let's see what the judges think of that one.
Yeah, it was actually live for Valentina. We're doing the classic plane, the classic view here. Plane, landing, bridge, wave. Amazing. So this is unique. I'm telling you, this is there's no beach like this. Unique Varunulaa Raalhugandu. And yes, I was saying I had a conversation with Maíra Viana last year, and she said that she only surfed for training. Every time she goes out, she goes with an objective in her mind, with the goal. She sets a goal. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna surf for 30 minutes. And in these 30 minutes, I need to complete four rolls and three combos, and I need to try one radical maneuver. Let's say this one for Namika Yamashita.
Oh, Namika's second wave. That's a very nice roll right
Very good.
there. And unable to finish that is the whitewash who just caught up to her. But as you were saying about the Maíra one, that's really such a cool concept to keep in mind that every time you're surfing, you have a target to achieve. So, I mean, I think that would really help her improve as well on her performances. Like, I believe that's a really cool strategy.
Well, I was competing last year and we were talking about it. Actually, she's a trainer. She's a professional trainer and she studied actually that. And I was telling her, like, I would like to train with you and Leo Costa, who is his trainer. He's present here also for Francis Aoto and Mayla Venturin. And she said, okay, first thing you need to know is that when you're going surfing, what do you think? And I'm like, I'm thinking about having fun. And she's like, wrong. And I'm like, no. But for me, you know, there's types and types of bodyboarders. I mean, I felt in love with the sport and I have never thought even about competing, you know. There's other kind, which is I admire very much, which is her kind, that are full competitors.
Yeah.
I don't surf to compete. Like, I surf because I need it for life. You know, it's like part of my life. But it just gives me the balance I need in life. And I know a lot of people that thinks that way. But for me, I'm very attracted to the idea of being a professional, right? I mean, the idea, the mindset that the professional bodyboarders have, and you know, just taking this sport to the next level, competitive. I mean, sort of speaking, you know.
Yes. And that's true. Even when I go surfing, I think that's the first thing that's in my mind. Go out there, have fun, try not to get hurt.
That's right.
When you're going
Good
in
one.
here, and especially to Raalhugandu, this Varunulaa Raalhugandu, my first thought when I go in is don't step on an urchin. That's all. And so here we have a replay for that wave of Namika.
Namika right here, I have to say, well, the Maíra Viana rolls have been very good. They've been actually through the leap rolls, those rolls that broke or break the leap. This one right here, you can tell the difference. It's a full-on pocket roll. See, it's in the pocket of the wave. And let's see, we're gonna get to see, okay, the difference in points. So she's getting a 4.25. Very good execution. And if you wonder why the difference, because last wave, the second wave for Maíra was a 6-point ride. The difference is the size of the wave and the difficulty in the execution. We just saw at the beginning of the day the judging criteria, and in the judging criteria, you can see that one of the things to meet is the difficulty of the maneuver and the way how they pull it. So the Maida's wave was bigger, and that's why she got uh, bigger, I mean higher score. So right now, Maida Viana, very good performance. You can tell she's getting more professional every day. She's improving herself every day because one thing that I also admire very much is to see a rider winning and advancing with only two waves. They
Yeah.
that only tells you that they know how to control their mind. They know how to. They're very confident with their surfing. They know what to do out there, and they don't need to be anxious and take too many waves.
Yes. I think it also reflects on discipline, wouldn't you say? To be able to get that kind of patience and technique, getting it down to just getting two good waves instead of wasting energy, time trying to get back out there, getting stuck or caught inside. So it's really interesting to see that all three of these athletes right now, they've only served two waves, but Maida Viana is getting the better exchange out of all those, and Valentina Diaz is following right behind with a 6 point, and she still needs around 7 points to catch up to Maida Viana, who is leading with a 10.25, which is a total of 6 and a 4.25 on the board right now. With 11 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, we have some time for Namika to get back on to first or second. So this heat, how would you explain how it's going to work if you come to the third or second?
Yeah, if you in this heat only advancing first and second, and this is a full elimination round, so whoever advances here, it's going to the quarterfinals. So closer to the podium, after the actually we have it right here. We have it right here. Yes, yes, yes. After this round is the women quarterfinals. Not happening right away. It's going to happen around 2 local time, 2:50, more or less. But yeah, today what is scheduled to happen? The quarterfinals. And quarterfinals is very important in terms of points, and of course one step closer to the podium. Here comes a wave for Valentina, going for that kind of padang peak, the further left. But yeah, not really happening for her. You can tell she knows she needs to change those scores because Namika is a very dangerous contender, coming from being second in the ArcelorMittal Wahine Bodyboard Pro and surfing. She wasn't not present in Antofagasta. But I tell you this, Sario Hara told me that this is one of the strongest contenders that she has these days in Japan, and she's coming in strong. So Namika Yamashita, it's been quiet in this heat, but don't count her out. There's still 9 minutes and 40 seconds. It's a lot of time.
That's true, and we've got a wave coming as well. And it looks a little mellow, these waves today. It doesn't look as powerful as it did earlier on. And I think that's. Would it be easier, or would you say it's harder if it's like that?
This wave, it's we keep hearing from everyone. It's a very good wave, but it takes some knowledge. It takes some. Wait a minute, we're gonna get back to that. Maida Viana choosing a very nice looking wave. Ooh,
Oh.
well, that's when yeah, that was actually. It's got a good potential for an aerial maneuver, but either way, she's leading with a pretty good score. But wait a minute, watch out! This is Namika Yamashita. We have been talking about her. She's gonna find a section, and that's a very powerful roll, guys. Okay, there. Watch out, ladies. She needs a 6 to get the first position in only a 1.75, which is of course happening to get the second position.
Here we have a replay of Maida.
No, no, this
Oh,
is a
oh,
Namika.
second one. Now Mika, the glare makes it hard to see. But look at that roll, the power on that wave, and how she executed it. It was perfectly done. It's
So
so good.
powerful. I tell you this, I take back what I said at the beginning of the day that she's more comfortable to the rights because she looks like she can serve perfectly both sides. Such a good performance. She gets a 5.25, not enough to jump to the first position, but yes, she takes the second position. Situation for Valentina right now a bit difficult given the fact that we haven't seen those type of scores so far. She's looking for a 6.25 to take the second position again in a 7 to be first. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it requires some some serious effort because we don't have those type of scores yet. And she's holding a 3.25 and a 2.2075. Let's see what happens. I mean, there's still time.
Yes, that's 7 minutes and 28 seconds, so she still has time to get that scores on the board. She just needs to wait for a good score and show the judges that she is more than capable to get a good score and advance to that next round. That all these three ladies are so looking forward to going, and I'm pretty sure they're giving out their best to advance to the next round as well. I mean, who would want to get eliminated from this part of the competition, right? We've got Valentina with the priority as well, so I think she should be able to use that to her advantage. We've we see a wave coming in, and I think, yeah, no one's really taking that. And right now the situation is Maira Viana with 10.25 points leading this heat, and Namika Yamashita with 9.50 holding the second position, and Valentina Diaz on third, and she's only needing a 6.25 to advance to the second position. Here we've got a wave coming, but Maira Viana is deciding not to go on that one.
How about we say hi to all our sponsors right now? Remember, this event is brought to you by Visit Maldives, which is our destination partner and presenter of this event. And it's made in association with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment. We have also Ministry of Tourism as a co-sponsor. We have Diragu as a digital partner, Adadu as an online media partner, and a wave here for Namika. Namika just started the engines and she's gonna go big. I'm pretty sure of that. Oh, not
Oh,
really. Well, Namika, that would have been a huge score if you would have, roll on that one. But yeah, you know better. We're not there. We only have an amplified vision of the reality. It's when you're there, it's a whole different story. So she knows better.
of course. I mean, it looked like a perfect wave to do a good maneuver right there, but I'm pretty sure she was more than aware that that was something better out there, or it's better to wait.
You need to be safe. You need
Yeah,
to be certain when you're going to try to perform a maneuver. Otherwise, there's even situations where you get injured
that's true.
if you're not certain.
Yeah, so and at this point in the competition, you're not going to take that risk, and I
No,
mean,
not at all. I
ex
mean, advancing, what if you get some injuries and you have the quarterfinals ahead, so you need to be sharp. Anyways, continue with the sponsors. We have Buruso Catering as catering partner, official events as event partner.
and we've got Moja's Outbox as merchandise partner, with Printlab being our printing partner, and Ice Network being our broadcasting partner, and Island Apparels as our apparels partner, and Mokai Hotels for the accommodation partner. And we've also got our supporting partners, who are DTEC, TFG, Stelco, MNDF, Maldives Police, and Mala City Council. We've got 4 minutes remaining on the clock, Bego. What do you think
Wow.
is gonna happen? It's been a slow heat, but the waves they've gotten, they are showing real. I think it's gonna be a tough one for Valentina right now.
Yeah, it's a shame because she started strong. I mean, unfortunately, the scores were not too big. This is only sending the message that you need to go big at the beginning of the heat. Here she comes, Namika, once again in a nice looking right. Let's see, she's gonna go for a roll for sure. That's a very
Oh,
impressive performance. That's a very impressive roll. She was actually flying for a little bit. I might call it an air roll. Let's see what happens. But yeah, could Namika Yamashita take away the first position from Maida Viana, who has been holding that position throughout the whole heat? But wait a second, here comes Valentina.
Yeah, and she's really trying to get that score back and unable to really finish that roll. I think she was a little late on that one. And here we have Maida trying to secure that first spot again with a roll, and that was a good roll right there. But the wave was a bit, it was not as powerful or as
There's
big as the previous one. So
No, I mean, there's a huge difference. For example, last wave of Namika, she did it 6.50. And look at that. I want you to just look closer. The difference in the execution, where she hit it, how she got projected, how she got, I mean, that perfect landing and that projection right there. That's where the points are. So 6.5, best wave of this heat. There's a huge difference. Look at that section, very critical. The execution, very pristine, perfect. And of course, she gets the highest score so far here. And I tell you, right now, Maida needs a 5.76. She got a 5 after her last wave, but it's not enough to take back that first position. So 2 minutes and yeah, 2 minutes. And the clock and the situation for Valentina just became a little way more difficult, I would say. I mean, 7.75 is what Valentina needs to get that second position and the possibility of keep advancing in this event, and as an 8.50 to be first. So, you know, do you mind? I'm just going to say this real quick in Spanish because I know there's a lot of Chileans tuning in. Bueno, para todas las personas que hablan español, y sé que hay varios chilenos están sintonizando, Valentina Díaz, que comenzó con bien activa, bien, digamos, y sigue activa en realidad porque ha estado buscando todo el tiempo, con dos scores bastante bajos, tiene la situación un poco difícil. La última ola de la japonesa, que la verdad una técnica espectacular, recibió un 6.50 y ahora Valentina Díaz está buscando un 7.75 para avanzar a la segunda posición y poder seguir clasificando, y algo bastante difícil, si no imposible, un 8.50 para la primera posición. La verdad que independiente de los resultados, Valentina hizo muy buen trabajo el día de ayer, que avanzó directamente a esta ronda. Y bueno, aquí viene. This might be the last ditch effort. She goes big. That's a good one. Oh no, she got stuck. Oh no, she's there.
oh wow,
That's so good. That's a very good effort from Valentina Díaz. Ok, gente, se prendió la máquina para la valecilla. Miren esto.
Okay,
Take us
here
to that
we've got
replay.
the replay. She just pushes through that roof and really tries to hold on. And we thought
She
we lost her
did.
for a bit, but she comes out, and I loved the hand raise
You
to
gotta
make
do
sure
that.
everyone sees.
I tell you this, some people criticize the claiming, but guys, you are not out there. You don't know how much pressure you have on your shoulders. I mean, just traveling so far away. Good effort. It's a 5.5. Not enough, but I have to say, Vale, good job, very good effort. That's what a professional does. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break and a heat recap. Don't go anywhere.
Go with Reish, and action does not stop here, folks. So we're going to go straight out to the water in this heat number 2 of the women's division. This is round number. It's hard to keep track. There's so many rounds and so many different
That's
divisions,
true.
but we're moving into round 4.
We are in
Thank
round
you.
4, heat 2.
So, thank you so much. Let's check the lineup here for this heat. Saria Ohara, Luna Hardman, and Luz Marie Grande. So we have one competitor from Japan, Luna Hardman from Brazil, our reigning junior women's world champion, and Luz Marie Grande, a veteran from Puerto Rico, and action is already happening.
Whoa, would you look at that? I saw a really cool roll right there, pushing through the roof. Unable to see exactly who it was. We'll wait for the recap to see who it was. But my God, look at this heat, Jay. It's Sari O'Hara, Lona Hardman, and Luz Marie Grande. Oh, here we have the recap.
So beautiful roll off the top. A good start here for the competitor in, I believe that's a yellow jersey. I'll tell you what, the glare in the morning here is a killer, especially when the sun's out. But we have waves already on the board here. Let's look at scoring. Luz Marie Grande picks off a 4.5 on her opener. And we're waiting for more scores to come through here. 22 minutes remain in the heat, so just 3 minutes old and already off to a rousing start. These ladies here in round 4, heat number 2, are rocking and rolling, folks. So, yeah, the glare is actually going to improve because we're facing east here as we look out at the China-Maldives Friendship Bridge. So, obviously, the sun rising directly in front of the judges' eyeballs and scorching heat out there, folks. Very humid, hot, but as the sun rises in the sky and lights up the lineup, it absolutely looks pristine in the middle of the day. So it's just going to look better and better, and the tide's going to get better and better as the morning presses on. So, yeah, just waiting for some more scores to drop here. These 3 ladies are battling it out for 2 advancing spots. The third place competitor in this heat is done for this event, so nobody wants to lose out. There's some prize money up for grabs, $20,000 in the women's division.
That's right. And actually, Jay, because of the glare, we were able to miss that first wave. It was actually blue on that one, but that we saw earlier. And no other wave has been ridden since then. And speaking of the view and the glare right now, we should just say the judging tent has got the best view. I also went up to the VIP area, and have you had a seat there? Have you had a look there?
Yeah, I went up there this morning just to get a beautiful perspective of the lineup. The view is unmatched. The only downer is the heat, man. It is like a greenhouse in there in the morning because the sun shines straight in there and heats it up. And so you're kind of waiting for late morning when the sun gets more overhead. So rider up and riding right here. Looks like blue again.
Completes that roll. I was just waiting to see if she was able to make it, and she did. Blue is keeping herself busy and making sure she advances to that next round. But we've got 19 minutes left on this heat, and we do see a couple of waves incoming right now. Any takers on this wave? No. Oh, here we go. We've got Sari O'Hara. Oh, unable to really get through that section right there.
So Sari's scores coming in pretty low. She just managed to get a quick bottom turn and duck out. Meanwhile, Yellow taking off on her first wave. This is Luna Hardman, our junior women's world champion. She gets a nice Rolo off there before that wave shuts down. So now all competitors with points on the board, but Luz Marie Grande, 2 waves, and they're actually both really solid rides, a 4.5 and a 5.0. So she's off to a rousing start in heat number 2. The Puerto Rican putting 2 waves on the board. Our other 2 competitors have yet to really get that second wave, and Saudi O'Hara seeking out something better than the 1.0 that she has right now.
That's true, and she's more than capable of getting that score. And she's actually leading the world ranking right now, right? We just had a look through the rankings, and I saw Sari O'Hara in there, Luna Hardman was in there. So this is going to be quite a tough heat.
It is indeed. We have, like you said, some high-powered talent out in the water. Sari O'Hara is a former world champ as well. She did not win that title last year, came very close, but she's got an open door to the world title. If she can do really well in this event, she may clinch it already. And look at this right-hander lining up for it. Luna Hardman vaults it off of that oncoming closeout. She's going to get down here in front of the whitewater, and she's looking for a little more open face. Nothing doing on that one. So Luna with the big move on the outside. That's going to be her second wave, and we'll see if it's enough to move ahead of Luz Marie Grande from Puerto Rico.
Luna's rolls has been quite outstanding, and she's got such powerful maneuver technique right there with the rolls. It completely stands out in my opinion, actually.
I would agree with you. Let's take another look at this wave for Sari O'Hara. Earlier you saw that was her 1.0, and then check this one out. Bam! Hammers that oncoming section. Luna Hardman, you mentioned she's powerful, looks strong out there. She's got youth on her side, and her pedigree is really unquestionable in the fact that she's the daughter of five-time world champion Neymara Carvalho, who is, by the way, in second in the World Tour rankings right now. So what an unstoppable mother-daughter team.
That's right. It's amazing to see that kind of sportsmanship between these two as well. So when one is in the water, I see the other one cheering them on, giving instructions, and there's just so much pure love between them and the connection for the sport as well, which is really nice to see from this whole event as well.
Yeah, the cool thing is, I've talked to our Brazilian counterpart, Juliano Lara, and he tells me that they compete against each other all the time in Brazil. And I talked to Neymar about that last year. She says Luna usually comes out ahead of Neymar, not by much, but yeah, there's some rivalry there amongst mother and daughter. But how tough would it be as Neymar, the mother of Luna, competing against her daughter? She wants her daughter to win, but she wants to win too. So
yeah, here we have the world rankings right now on screen. We've got Sari O'Hara in first place and Neymara Carvalho on second, and we've got Joanna Schenker on the third with Alexandra Rinder on fourth, and we've got a tie for fifth spot with Maida Viana, Dalete Musino and Teresa Miranda, and on the eighth position we've got Luna Hardman. So we've got two world rankings in this heat right now. Sari O'Hara leading the world ranking, and on 8th place we've got Luna Hardman. But we'll get back to that right in a bit after we pass it on to Bego, who is with the heat winner from the last heat.
Thank you very much, Rish. Yes, Namika Yamashita, you actually started slow, but then you completely destroyed it. How do you feel?
I'm so happy, very happy. I won the game. I'm so happy. I will do my best next quarterfinal.
Yes, you're right now in quarterfinal. Was difficult to come to Maldives?
Yes, I'm so difficult, so hard. Yeah, I'm so tired.
Well, get ready for the quarterfinals. You want to say something in Japanese?
応援してくださる皆さん、やっと1番で勝ち上がることができました。また次のクォーターファイナルも勝ち上がるので応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございます。ありがとう、ベゴニャ。
おめでとう。ありがとう。Bye to you guys.
Thank you so much. I love the Japanese girls in this event. They're so humble. They're so upbeat, and but out in the water, they are killers. They're killers. So great contrast there.
That's right. There's such sweet girls right here. They're just walking and always with a smile. They're just smiling left and right. I've never seen one of them without a smile. And even if you see one, immediately she'll smile, and then it's just so cute to witness. But you're right, absolutely. They're killers in the water.
No doubt about it. We've had a couple of riders from Japan in the women's side of things take out world titles going back to back in the day, actually. More recently, of course, Sadi Ohara and Ayaka Suzuki Krilly, also a former world champ out there. We haven't seen her on the tour for a while. She's kind of focusing on more domestic events over there in Hawaii and occasionally over in California. So, yeah, it's good to see. The Asian contingent throwing it down out there. And making it a true international, sport. I mean, you just read off the top rankings. I mean, we have, several continents covered. We got South America, we have Asia, we have Europe. They're all represented in the top rankings, top 8 on the world tour. So truly, as Tom Mori always wished, the inventor of the bodyboard, it's a global sport.
It sure is. And who would have thought that we'll be having a bodyboarding tournament right here in the Maldives? That was super exciting. But we've got Luna Hartman back on a wave, and there she is with her rolls. Just look at that. The energy she has, it's amazing.
Yes, indeed. And check this one out again. She gets a little drive down the line as that wave closes out. Has to punch through the roof on that one, but easily pulls that off. And Luna Hardman's going to post another solid score on the board, currently sitting in second position. She needs a 4.71. I'm not sure that was quite enough to move into first, but again, the battle here really is to stay out of that third position. Sadi Ohara is really struggling out here this morning. Just one wave to her account at this point, and it's a 1.0. So we're down to 11 and a half minutes to go in this heat. Sari Ohara is really going to have to pick things up. Her goal at this point, try to clinch that world title. She has a couple of wins already from the South American leg, and she can just really put that stamp on it by winning this event, and it's, all the pressure's off. But right now she's in a deep trouble kind of situation here.
Wow, it's interesting because we've got 11 minutes left on the clock, and Sari Ohara is in a critical position right now. If the heat ends as it is, there are chances for the world ranking to have a lot of changes in it. So, Sari, come on, girl, you got to work for that first spot, not only on this heat, but also to clinch that first spot in the world ranking. Wow.
Yeah, it's always fun to see a little drama, too. I like it when they come from behind at the last minute. And certainly Sadi is capable of such dramatics out there. So we'll never write off a world champ. They can pull things out. I've seen riders in the last, 2-3 minutes of a heat go from last to first. Just a couple of waves is all it takes. Scores in this heat, not crazy high either, so certainly attainable. I mean, if she got 18.10, that's a high score, but all she would have to do is get one of those, and she's moving into first position.
That's true. And Sari Ohara can absolutely get those scores. She's more than capable of putting that number. And here we have Luna Hardman going on the left. Let's see what she has to offer on this wave. That's a reverse spin right there, and ends it with a roll. I think she's... yeah, she was unable to hold on to that whitewash, absolutely smashing her.
Yeah, she got submarined at the end of that one, but what a solid performance from Luna. That's her fourth wave already, and here we go. Here's Sari with her chance. She bottom turns up into that sort of crumbly lip, but no problem. She gets out front of that one, so that's going to definitely be her premier wave. I think she got completion on that maneuver. We will see as the judges' scores pop through here, but it's certainly going to trump her 1.0 and make that gap for her to move from third to second a little bit smaller. Luna Hardman picks off a 2.9 on her last wave. And Sari starting to get some halfway decent scores popping through here. Let's see how this affects the standings in the heat.
That's right. I think that Sari is not really going to get that score that she needs to get to that first place. But right now, with 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock, we've got Luz Marie Grande holding that first position with a 9.50, and Luna Hardman right behind her on second place with a 9.10. And Sari O'Hara's scores are still not quite done. We've got some couple of fours on the board. We'll wait until the judges decide the final call on that one. And that's a 4.3 for Sari, making it a total of 5.30 for her. So she needs to get a second best wave, which is a better score than her one right now, which is totally doable for Sari. And we've got priority with Luz Marie, and we haven't seen much of her after her two waves at the beginning. And that's all she needed to hold on to that first position for a long time now.
Yes, indeed. Probably a little too early to start putting the pressure on Sari with her having first priority, Luz Marie Grande, and in the lead in the heat. That's a good position to be in, but you really can utilize that in the last couple minutes of the heat to prevent your fellow competitors from catching a wave. Hard to do with 7.5 to go, though. So, she probably wants to find another high-scoring wave. Nothing over 5.0 in this heat. We did yesterday see a decrease in consistency and size as the tide went out. We do have that outgoing tide this morning, but check it out. Sadia O'Hara, will she move into advancing position right here on this right? She's driving down the line, close out up ahead, and she is over there next to the seawall with a completion of that maneuver. The hand goes up just to say, hey, I'm way over here. Just want to make sure you saw me.
And here we've got Luna Hardman right behind Sari. It's just like getting that white washer is right on her head. She's really trying. She was just holding on, but here we've got the replay of Sari O'Hara just drives down that wave, and as you mentioned, the closeout section is where the money was at for Sari, and the little hello, I'm right here. You should give me scores is what she's saying. And it was a good roll for her. I think it'll be a better score definitely than her one that is on the second wave right now. She's going to get a better score. Will that be enough to her? Let's see if it is for her to advance into either second or first position. She's needing a 4.81 to advance into second position, and she needs a 5.20 to first position, but she is getting a 4.90. That, however, does change the situation right now.
So that was a critical wave for Sadia O'Hara. She now moves into advancing position. Luna Hardman now over the barrel here. She needs a 4.41 to move back ahead of Sadia O'Hara. Meanwhile, Luz Marie Grande still in that first position. I wouldn't even come close to saying safe with a 9.5 heat score, and Luna Hardman in third with a 9.1 heat score. So that shows you less than half a point gap separates all three of these competitors, which means in the last 5 minutes of this heat, as we wind down, it is still anybody's heat. Anyone can get knocked out. No one is showing clear dominance in this heat. And it may come down to that situation where priority is really going to dramatically affect how this last 5 minutes plays out.
Wow. I remember you saying that you love the drama. Here you go. I think this is a very... I really don't know who is going to be that one to make a change in this heat. 4 minutes remaining on the clock, and I'm also looking forward to a little, here and there, little exchanges. But
sure.
let's see, very close to each other right now in the water even. I think Loz is going to definitely use that priority to her advantage with 4 minutes remaining. She's far left, I think. No, she's actually far right. There we have it.
It's a tight
Wow.
lineup out there, Reese,
Yeah.
for sure. They're all waiting for that gem wave. And look at this. We got a peak rearing up on the outside. Is anyone in position? They're kind of around the wrong side of this wave. That left-hander looks pretty solid right there, but nobody in position for that. So another one moving through outside. Looks like somebody's going to tee this one up. Perhaps, and nope, no one goes on that one. They don't want to lose the priority by paddling for a wave and not catching it. If you're going to paddle, you better catch it. That's if you're in first priority in particular. Otherwise, you knock yourself out of that situation. So now Luz Marie Grande in first place will do well to sit right next to Luna Hardman.
Actually, it's the opposite. Sari O'Hara is right next to Luna Hardman. She's really giving it a good fight right there. Because when we saw a close-up shot earlier, I saw Sari just right next to her on her board.
Yeah, so they really, I mean, it's a the priority is really, I think, going to come into play here because, as I mentioned, less than half a point separating all three competitors. The next wave really could make or break any one of these competitors' heat as we wind down to the 2.5 minute mark. And some waves outside. Somebody's in position.
Luz Marie gets her third wave, and not much on that wave actually. It was a where did she take that from? I did not see her launching into it. The wave didn't have much to offer, so she's quickly going back, but she did lose her priority with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. That's not going to be a good score for her. It's just a 0.5. And on third priority, that changes a lot of things for Luz Marie right now. However, she's still in the first position, but Sari O'Hara with first priority and out the back, with Luna Hardman right next to her with second priority, and waves are rolling through right now as well.
Yeah, for me, that was an error, a priority mistake. Luz Marie Grande holding first priority. Her goal should have been to prevent the other two from getting any good set wave. Instead, she used up her priority and got a wave that just turned out to be half a point for her. And now she's basically left hoping that nothing comes in here in the last minute and a half to move her from first to potentially third. And that could easily happen here with one of these two competitors. Right now it is Luna Hardman's heat to lose. She has that priority, second priority, Sari O'Hara first priority, and these two are going to battle it out here and hope that a set comes in with just about a minute remaining.
That's right, and it's looking like there's a set coming in. We see a couple of waves. Yes, so who's gonna be? Is anyone in position to take that wave? But I'd really see. Oh, there we go. The priority was. Oh no, actually, they would not. Okay, this glare, Jay.
Yeah, it is
This
tough to
glare.
see with the glare. Even on the on the screen, folks, you can see. It's tough. You're seeing silhouettes, and colors are hard to pick out, especially in this long shot that we have right here. But I'll tell you what, this is looking like a pretty solid wave for
Luz?
it looks like
Yeah.
Luz Marie Grande picking off a good one, and that was a really solid Rolo. She lands it. Can't get another maneuver out of this one. It's pretty much shutting down, but a good way to finish the heat for her. We'll see if that will trump her 4.5 and her 5.0. It may or may not, but more waves coming throughout the back. 5 seconds to go. Will one of these two competitors, Luna Hardman or Sari O'Hara, pick one up?
And she does. Luna actually, I don't know if that's going to be counted with the buzzer, but we've got Luna Hardman on a wave, and I don't think Sari O'Hara. So we've got a heat recap ready for you, and we will be meeting you with the updated scores, and we'll see who finally managed. But I think it's going to be Luz Marie with this heat, and we'll see you after the heat recap. All right, welcome back. And we've got round 4, heat 3 of the women in the water right now. Here with me is Juliana Lara. Hello. Let's hit the water quickly so we don't miss out on any action.
Right here, Rish. Thank you for the introduction. We're gonna start this hit with this beautiful, wonderful view of Mali City, one of the most highly density populated cities in the world, even though surrounded by this gorgeous blue ocean. You can see in the view so many small islands, but now introducing the riders, Neymara Carvalho in red, Teresa Miranda in yellow, and Pamela Bauern in blue. This is going to be a stacked heat. 3 of the best bodyboarders in the world in the water right now for you guys.
That's absolutely right, and it's going to be such a tough heat with Teresa Miranda, Neymara Carvalho, and Pamela Bauern, as Juliana just mentioned. And here we've got some. No, I thought someone caught a wave.
Yeah, it's just camera heading the ocean, but take a look at this. Waves are great right now. I had the opportunity to have some free surf early in this morning, and I can tell you the waves were good, but will get better during the day as the tide is dropping and the wind is going to get more offshore during this morning. And this is the normal standard here at Varunulaa Raalhugandu. You have kind of a morning sickness right after the sunrise, but then the waves got a little better and better during the morning until the high tide. So a lot of action and good waves for sure will come through the day.
Yeah, the waves look better than the last hit. Look at that. We've got Neymara Carvalho. Oh, and unable to get out of that wave. It's gonna be a tough hit. I can see Juliano is really supporting Brazil right now, of course. So
yeah, this wave really can be very tricky because you see that was a very good looking wave. This look it's going to pitch, and Neymara had the same reading that I did here, pulls in the barrel, but when she did it, the wave just couldn't get hollow enough, so it just got clipped right in the head. But that's how it is. You will try it. Sometimes you're gonna make it, sometimes you won't. But that's it. We have in the water one of the most successful athletes in the world. Neymara is 5-time world champion and 10 times, yeah, I said right, 10 times Brazilian champion. So Neymara, it's maybe the greatest female bodyboarder in Brazil. You have another couple ones, definitely, but Neymara now she's also has started her promoter career as she's been doing the Wahine Bodyboard Pro since last year, a full female bodyboarding contest. She has a clinic for the kids. She has the Neymara Carvalho Institute, so her life is 100% bodyboarding.
right.
Her daughter
Yeah.
is here competing, so one of the greatest in the world, definitely. And up and riding, here we have Pamela Bauern from South Africa, punches through the roll, vaults it up into the flat, and there it is, first solid score. We're gonna have Pamela Bauern from South Africa.
Yes, before we hit to the recap, I hear that Jay is ready with at the beach with the interview from the previous heat's winner. Take it away, Jay.
Thank you so much, Rish. I am here with Luz Marie Grande from Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Congratulations on that heat. Felicidades.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
So you had a really strong beginning to the heat. You had 2 great waves early, and then you waited. Were you nervous about that?
Yes, estaba muy nerviosa, estaba compitiendo con grandes competidoras, Luna, Sari, la actual campeona del mundo, así que estaba muy nerviosa, sabía que tenía que ser estratégica, esperar la buena hora para que no me cambiaran de posición.
So you took out world champion Sadia O'Hara, our current world tour leader. You're on a roll. I mean, you're here from Puerto Rico. You've been competing for a long time. You're a veteran. Are you using your knowledge over the years to help you in the water?
Sí, sí, es una experiencia, ¿verdad?, que uno adquiere con el tiempo. Yo llevo muchos años compitiendo, así que sabía que sí, que tenía que utilizar ese conocimiento de esperar la buena ola y ser muy paciente, aunque a veces perdí la paciencia, perdí la prioridad, pero sabía que tenía que ser muy estratégica.
Okay, you have your family here. You want to say hello to any friends or family while you have the chance?
Sí, primero que nada, muchas gracias a Dios por siempre cuidarme, protegerme, llenarnos de salud a todos, a mi familia. Muchas gracias a mis auspiciadores que me hacen estar aquí, Bistray, Coco, Surstan, Hobart y todos los que me ayudan. Muchas gracias, Farmacias Caney. Gracias a todo Puerto Rico, todos los que están pendientes, deseándome buenas energías y enviándome muchos consejos. Muchas gracias. Y al pueblo de Arecibo por siempre estar pendiente.
All right, felicidades y buena suerte.
Gracias.
All right, back in the studio, guys.
That's great. All smiles for Luz Marie, who took off first place on the last heat, and it's gonna be nice to see. Upper right in red, Neymara Carvalho also looking for the right-hander and punches a through-the-lip roll, as well as Pamela Bauern, who got 5.25 on her first roll, and let's see how this one from Neymara coming in. Until now, we have, this is Teresa Miranda, Teresa Miranda with a reverse spin and a roll. So this girls had turned on their machines with 17 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, Rish.
That's right. They've been going back to back just now. Even 3 of the females in the water just had a wave each, and we're waiting for the scores to see who got the best of that exchange. We saw a couple of different maneuvers from Teresa Miranda at the last wave just now with a roll and a reverse spin, actually. Meanwhile, the Neymara Carvalho's wave was just a roll, but a very powerful roll, to say the least. We're just waiting for the...
Sorry, and it seems that Teresa's supposed to have one move before the reverse spin, because the scores are dropping here in my screen, and it's a huge score, 6.9, almost 7 points. So let's see, let's take another look at this one from Neymara. Good speed, goes the roll, vaults it up through the lip, lands it with speed. Good one for Neymara, and there it is. Taking off the left one, Teresa. Oh, there it is. A nice roll right on the pocket, followed by that reverse spin. And one more finishing move off that section. Right, that's it. That was a really good score for Teresa. Now taking the lead of the heat, that wave was a 6.75. Her backup score, it's a 0.9, so for sure she's gonna get rid of this one. Neymara now in second, 5 points and 8.5. Oh, sorry, 0.85. But now taking off this left-hander, looking down the line, goes to the roll. That's Pamela Bauern, and that's it. That was just one maneuver wave, well executed, right on the pitch. That roll for Pamela Bauern. That's gonna be her second solid score, and probably we will going to see Pamela taking the lead of this heat in the last few seconds, the next few seconds.
There we go. The situation has changed. Pamela Bauern at 9.50 leading this heat right now. We've got the replay of her last wave, which was a 4.25 right there. She goes in for that roll and really tries to hold on, and the wave really does not offer much, and she is still struggling to hold on, but she does. So it's not a big score, but she's got a 4.25, leading her into that first position with a backup score now of 5.25 and a 4.25 for her. And here we have Teresa Miranda with the second position with 7.65, and she also holds priority right now, so she has that advantage to get a better wave. However, her last wave, Giuliano, that was a beautiful wave also. She waited and got a really nice wave out of the I think that was a best wave we've seen.
Yeah, the best wave of the heat so far is Teresa Miranda's 6.75. And speaking about Teresa, there she is looking down the line for one more move. Nice round roll for Teresa. Oh, I think that was the first. Oh, no, that
No, no,
was
that's
another
live.
one. Yeah. Nice cylindrical roll and a reverse spin, then draws that one out. Nice way for Teresa Miranda from Canarian Island, Tenerife. Teresa has actually won Fronton King twice, so that's great to know. And you see how good was that wave. For sure she will back up her 6.75 and maybe get the lead. We have a very interesting heat right there. So yeah, that's it. 5.85. Teresa now in first, Pamela Barron in second, and Neymara with only one solid score, 5 points, in third. Neymara needs a 4.51 to advance and 7.6 to get first place. Teresa, her best score, 6.75. The backup is a 5.85. And Pamela, the best wave is a 5.25. And the backup is a 4.25.
Yes, my God, Giuliano, look at these girls in the water. They're just killing it out there. Here we have, I think, Neymara with a roll right there, and she completes that. Oh, and she's still looking for one more, and she gets that. And I think she's gonna get a better score than her backup, which is a 1, I think. 0.85 actually, definitely able to get a better score, and she's needing a 4.51. So with 2, I think she's going to be able to get to, maybe the situation could possibly change, but we'll have to wait until the scores of the judges, and the numbers are looking good. I think she can make it. So this heat is really intense. I don't know how you're watching this from home, because it keeps fluctuating between the 3 ladies out there. It's one or the
so
other.
many changes in the heat leadership, and now as the scores are dropping, good numbers coming for Neymara. And let's wait. There it is, 6.25. Neymara now taking second place. Teresa in the lead, Neymara in second, and Pamela in third. So that's great to have such a great competitors in the water, and anything can happen. As we see, there's some action on the outside. That's Teresa Miranda, pulls in, quick little barrel, reverse spin. A lot of energy on this one, keeps the speed, setting the rail, looking down the line for one more move. And that was a very nice, good looking wave for Teresa Miranda, the actual hit leader from Canarian Island.
That's right, and I love how Teresa is keeping it very interesting for the judges to see, with a lot of different maneuvers. She goes for the roll and the reverse spin, and she's just giving the judges what they want to see. And here we've got a little barrel right there, a little cover up for Teresa, and a reverse spin right there, and she gets another spin. This one is also a reverse spin. And see, that's what I meant. Like, she's really putting it out there and showing the judges her capabilities and getting that good score that she totally deserves. But that really does not affect into her previous score of 6.75 and 5.85, as it was a 3.25, because the wave was not that big and it was not offering that much energy, right?
Yes, you're right. It's good to see her repertoire, but as the barrel was not too deep, maybe if she had done a roll there, it could be a better score. But anyway, it's hard to see some variety in the moves. Anyway, Teresa is in the lead, and she has some room to, try something different We hope to see some flips and some inverts for these girls. But anyway, with 9 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, I just want to find some time to have a shout out to our sponsors. But there is a non-stop action since we have one more women up and riding. That's Neymar. Big wave punches through the roll, big through the lip. Oh, unfortunately, it seems that she was unable to came through the whitewash. That was an incomplete move. It's going to be a poor score for Neymar. So let's try the shout outs to our sponsors as we see the replay. Thank you so much. Visit Maldives, of course, our destination partner, in association with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment, Ministry of Tourism, Diragu, Adhadu, Buruzu Catherine, Official Events, Muja Art Box, Print Lab, Ice Network, Island Apparels, and Mokai Hotel. Of course, thank you so much to our supporting partners, DTEC, TFG, Stelco, MNDF, Police Department, and Mali City Council. Thanks MBBA to bring us at this great event, the biggest bodyboarding event on the Asian continent. This is the Visit Maldives Pro 2023. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciated what you guys have been doing here in the Maldives for the whole bodyboarding contingent that is growing year after year.
Yeah, it's nice to see how we are progressing with this event each year, and we look forward to more events like this here in the Maldives as well, and in different spots. But look at that, we've got 7 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and the situation right now is Teresa Miranda is leading with a 12.6, and Neymara Carvalho is on second position with 11.25, and third position Pamela with a 9.50. So in this heat, it's really important to know that the first and the second position will be advancing to round 5, and the third position will unfortunately be knocked out of this competition. This will be the last heat, which is why everyone's really struggling to get to that first and second position, and it's been such a battle throughout these ladies, back and forth. And now we've got Pamela with the priority.
You're right, and priority is also a key point. As this place, you have really good waves out there, but you have to be very sharp in your choices and the positioning. You have here in the board some of our priority rules. At the start of the heat, all riders will share priority. Riders establish priority by being beyond or to the side of the takeoff zone under direction of the head judge and priority judge. First priority gives the ultimate wave possession in either direction. Wave priority is lost as soon as the competitor gain momentum on a wave or paddle for and miss a wave. So rider with first priority must not deliberately block all of the riders from catching a wave, or they will be lose it. A verbal warning will be priority issued. And for finish, when two riders reach the takeoff zone at the same time, priority will go to the competitor who did not have the last priority. So these are the basic in priority rules. Of course that it's also subject and very difficult to judge. So it has been solutionated as we do have one judge that is sitting there only for the priority. So this is a critical decision sometimes and very important. Sometimes it's the priority who will define the winner of the heat. So as I was mentioning, this place, there are some really good waves out there, but you have to be very sharp in your choices and sit on the right spot. You have rips, you have current, some waves shape up really nice, but then goes into the flat, and some others that doesn't look very good, offers you the pitch to hit. So wave reading is the key point here.
That's right. And with such a wave like this, there are rights, lefts, and you get an A-frame in one break. So it's really important to understand where the wave is coming from and how it's breaking. And I think we've got a wave coming in, and I don't see any takers. However, with 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining on the clock and a couple of waves on the horizon, we might be able to see. Here we go. We've got
Blue.
Pamela up and riding. Oh, over the fall. That Oops. She tried to get out of that closeout section, but it took her with it.
Yeah, we have a beach break situation here. Even though we have reefs in the bottom, we have multiple peaks. There is, for me, the best wave of this of the Maldives, which is the left one, right on the left side of our screen, as they call it, Padang.
Yes.
And you have the A-frame wave just in the middle of the beach, and the second reef backdoor that you mentioned, right close to the bridge, mostly right waves, but you can find rights and lefts on every peak. Yesterday, we saw so many rights going towards the rocks right at the Padang, but going right. So anyway, you basically can find good waves anywhere. And up and riding, it's Pamela Barron. Nice round roll there. Pull that off. Complete move for Pamela. She needs to back up that 5.5, her best score, and 4.25 is her best second score. I think it's going to be enough to improve Pamela Barron's situation. She needs 6.1 to get to the lead, 6.01 actually, and maybe she's going to take second place for Neymara as the scores are dropping. It's a very good looking wave. 6.75. She took second place from Neymara. Neymara now is chasing a 5.76. 2 minutes remaining. Oh, I got starting to get nervous here. Teresa is in first position, Neymara second, and Pamela Barra has to say some words in Portuguese.
Yes.
É isso, galera. Neymara, 5 vezes campeão mundial, 10 vezes campeã brasileira, agora em perigo nessa bateria. A Pamela acabou de virar com esse belo rolo ali, 6.75. Neymar agora está precisando de 5.76, falta 1 minuto e meio. Situação realmente delicada para Neymar. Como vocês podem ver aí, não tem nada aparecendo no outside. A gente consegue ver as ondas batendo ali embaixo da ponte aqui de Male quando a série vem, então fica até um pouco fácil de ver quando ela se aproxima. Nem todas as ondas da série são as melhores, você tem algumas do inside que são bem boas. A Neymar está precisando de 5.76, não é nada demais perto do que a Neymar pode fazer, mas realmente com 50 segundos, 55 segundos para acabar, o tempo agora é o grande inimigo da Neymar. So, Rich, I was mentioning that 5.76, it's not a big score, but we have now 40 seconds on the clock, so
That's
the time
right.
is the enemy right now.
Yes, and it's such a critical spot to be in for Neymar Carvalho. With she had the second position all this time, and now she's in a very critical position with only 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Will she be able to make it? We don't see there not much waves are offering, but how did this heat go? Where did the time go? We see one last wave coming through. Will Neymar be able to change her situation? I don't. Whoa.
No, she went for that. Teresa just took one behind him. It's probably it's going to be called an interference.
Oh.
But anyway, Neymar out of the competition. It doesn't matter much. Neymar, it's a great rider. So let's go straight to the heat recap and see you in no time. All right, everyone, we are back here in the booth at the Visit Maldives 2023, joined by Begonia Martinez right now. Let's go to the water because we have a lot of action coming down in this next heat. There is Alexandra Hinder from Canary Island, Teresa Padrella from Portugal, and Mariana Rosa also from Portugal. This is a very important heat for Alexandra Hinder and those Portuguese riders as well, Begonia.
Yeah, this is going to be a very stacked heat because these riders have been showing some skills, some dominance here. Yesterday, Alexandra Rinder getting the highest score, the total highest score of the competition, including all the divisions. Let's see this one. For Mariana Rosa, another amazing bodyboarder from Portugal. There you have it, one huge roll. Not able to hold her board in that landing. But yeah, yesterday, did you see the highlights? Her roll was so impressive.
Yeah, let's go to the replay. I think that she wasn't able to get the speed she needed to punch us in front of that critical section, but there was a lot of energy on that roll, and definitely she had some big highlights yesterday. That roll there was very impressive. As I haven't knew Mariana before this competition, so
Really?
I was really impressed with her quality in bodyboarding.
No, Mariana, it's a very good bodyboarder. She's only 20 years of age, though, but she is really good. I have seen her in Sintra for the 2 last editions, and she has impressed us all. She actually, if I'm not wrong, I'm going to double check that, but I think she's got 2 fifth places in Sintra, which is really difficult. In Sintra, you'll see the number of registrations for women is huge. Let's see this one for Teresa Padrella, another very explosive rider from Portugal. There you have it. That's a full complete maneuver. The first one of this heat. Teresa also killed it. Completely destroyed it in her previous heat.
And there is, let's take one more look at this one. Taking off, bottom turning into the white session. Punch it through the roll. Solid move for Teresa Padrella. For sure, the first solid score of the heat with 21 minutes remaining.
Você quer falar um pouquinho em português para Malta do Portugal? Malta do Portugal.
Ah, é muito bom falar lá para os amigos de Portugal, a malta portuguesa. Antes disso, we have some interview ready. Just wait a second for the interview, as we do have Alexandra Rinder rolling out the first section, coming for another one, tries that, but the wave didn't offer so much energy in the second roll. So now, yeah, we can go for the interview with Rish. Rish, where are you at, sister?
Hi, I'm right here at the beach with Teresa, the heat winner. So I'm just gonna ask her a couple of questions. Teresa, how was it? How does it feel to win this heat?
Se siente muy bien, las olas estaban bastante buenas, creo que ha sido hasta ahora el mejor día de competencia de olas y súper contenta de pasar, hoy toca de nuevo, así que a seguir disfrutando del evento.
Yes, and how would you like to say something to everyone back home?
Sí, muchas gracias a mi familia, que creo que se levantó a verme, es temprano allá, y a mi sponsor, Brisa Bodyboard, a la familia del F-Box, y eso, un saludo a todos.
Thank you so much, Teresa, and I'll send it back to you guys on the booth.
Thank you so much, Rich. And yeah, Teresa just saying that she feels so good about winning that heat. And it was a tough heat, though. I mean, just beating the Mara Carvalho, it's such a highlight in your career. But well, right now it's all about these ladies. Alexandra Rinder got a 5 right before we went to the interview. Teresa 4.50 and Mariana Rosa 1.25. Então, um pouquinho de português, por favor.
É isso aí, obrigado, Begônia. 19 minutos para o final, né? A Alessandra Rinder em primeiro, Teresa em segundo, Mariana em terceiro. Vale destacar aqui o desempenho impressionante da Mariana ontem na bateria dela, né? Dominou a bateria, passou em primeiro. Muito bom, um grande ao rolo que ela mandou ali na direita. Deixar meu abraço a toda a malta de Portugal. Em breve vou estar aí com vocês colaborando no evento de Sintra. Aproveitar e mandar um abraço aí pro Luiz, para a turma que está de frente aí no evento. Em breve estaremos aí. Enquanto isso, tem onda para camiseta amarela. Teresa Padrella tentou um rolo ali, né? Na verdade, ela desistiu no meio do caminho, viu que o Lipe não ofereceu muita condição ali para manobrar, então preferiu sair dessa e buscar uma outra. 18 minutos e 15 segundos para o final. Essa é a bateria de número 4 do round 4. Mesmo com esse ponto aí, a Teresa acabou assumindo a liderança, mas com certeza scores melhores vão entrar aí. Então aproveitar para deixar meu abraço aí para toda a malta, para a galera do Brasil também que deve estar assistindo aí, começo de noite, de madrugada lá no Brasil. Então um abraço aí para todos vocês. E é isso, let's go back to the English, Bagel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you for that update. In Portuguese is always important. Remember, we have a huge audience from Brazil and a huge audience from Portugal, of course. One of the two of the biggest countries for bodyboarding, Brazil and Portugal. And right now, Juliano, I dare to say that right now, finally, the swell is dropping. But I was checking the forecast this morning with the technical team during breakfast, and there is more energy and more period for tomorrow. So I believe we are going to see very good waves tomorrow and the next day, and that's why they have in mind the possibility of finishing the competition by Thursday, just to run every single day, today, tomorrow, and Thursday, because the swell is definitely dropping for Friday and Saturday. So that's what it's planned. Of course, everything can change. You never know until you get to the beach. This morning we will check in, and the forecast for today showed less waves, less period, less energy, but actually it's working very well, and I believe these conditions are great so far.
Yeah, the average size in the forecast this year looks better than last year, and we had some really good conditions last year. So everyone is very sure that the wave is going to be great during the day and through the week. So it's not about the waves. We are more concerned about rains and stuff that can happen like from nothing here, because we are in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and rains come and go like magic. So sometimes as the rains are very strong, we have to, have some problems with energy and things that can happen, that's how it is in a place like this. And of course, especially what we are doing here, which is kind of a TV show, right? And we are really sensitive to many aspects of this. But the schedule is coming good for the next rounds. We have plenty of good waves, and the forecast looks good. So it's very possible to finish the event on Thursday with
right.
really good waves.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see how that goes. And guys, if you're just getting here, this is the 4th day of competition at the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro. And there you have it. That's a link with us. QR code that you have to scan that in order to get in touch with all the socials and everything related to the IBC World Tour. You get the scores live there. If you are curious of what happened already in this competition, what will happen, you just scan that and it will take you there. And right now we are in the round number 4 for the women division. We do have 2 of our quarterfinals established. The first one will be Namika Yamashita once again against Sari Ohara, full Japanese heat. And look at this one for Alexandra Rinder. She's looking sharp. She's not too comfortable in the rights, but she's getting better and better. Actually, that was Mariana. I was kind of amazed that Alexandra was taking a right because she loves her lefts. She knows how to serve for sure to right. But yeah, there she is.
There she is, up and riding. This left-hander in red. Alexander Rinder punches the roll through the lip, but was unable to pull that off. So incomplete move for Alexandra Rinder. That's going to be throwaway score for sure. But as she doesn't had a second wave, this one will gonna count. And that was Mariana Rosa. Nice through the lip roll. That one, yes, was a complete move for Mariana. Her first solid score. Let's take one more look at this angle. Bottom turns around the section. A lot of bounce on the bottom turn, but she did well vaulting through the roof into the flats. And that is a 4.75 to Mariana, as we see the incomplete roll that Alessandra got it in the last wave that she had.
That's right, good exchange there, but Mariana Rosa just got a 4.75, is her first valuable score. Right now, she's only looking for a 1.51 to get that first position, and watch out for Teresa Padrela because she's also only looking for a 1.55. And I dare to say, Giuliano, that nothing is defined in this heat at this point. The scores are very tight. There is a lot of time in the clock, so there's no predictions that are valid at this point for this heat.
You're right, scores are very tight, and Alexandra had the best one, but her backup score is just a 1 point. Oh, it seems Teresa now took the lead with the last wave, 5.05, and
oh, that was Teresa, right? We missed that one. I believe we were in the replays when that happened. We're going to get to see it for sure. But yeah, Teresa Padrela right now in first position, 5.05 and a 4.50. That's going to be amazing. Look, we have a full Japanese quarterfinals. Namika against Sari once again. That was a final in Wahine. And let's see this one for Alexandra. It's looking very nice. Let's see if she can find something. Stalls there. That's a section for her. Nothing really. Oh, you can see the frustration in her. Yesterday, she got the highest score of the whole competition with a total of 16 points to 8. She was really impressive last night.
yeah, last night with rains and storms, and she got the best heat of the day and under very good scores. But that's what happens sometimes here at Raalhugandu. The wave shapes up really nice in the lineup, but when you take off, it kind of disappears under your board and there's nothing else you can do, just cut off and pedal for another one. So that's why this place is so tricky and so important to stay really into it, train as much as you can. You see that was the last one of Teresa, spinning around the section,
Nice.
snapping reverse, and waiting one more finishing move, and there it is. Nice roll,
Good combo.
ramps the section, and finished that nicely. So that was that 5.05 that we were missing. Thank you guys. Thanks for the replay. And that it is Teresa Padrella now in second, Mariana in first, and Alexandra Rinder now looking for a 4.56 to advance. So they in danger now, Alexander Rinder, as this is an elimination round with 10 minutes remaining.
Well, I mean, we just saw Neymar leaving. You never know. Maybe Alexandra, can get out of the competition. There was another change of situation, a 6 for Mariana Rosa. What a great job, I have to say. Tuga power, as I've been saying. This is a quote that I made it up in the beginning of the year. The Tuga power.
Tuga power, love it.
Yeah.
It's like Brazilian storm.
Yeah, we have the Tuga power.
Tuga power, love it.
Yeah, I didn't even know how that came. I just kept seeing everyone saying Tuga, Tuga, Tuga. And I was like, Tuga power.
Right.
And this is the, Brazilian storm. And we have the Tuga power, very strong competitors in all the divisions. We do have a few juniors as well. After this heat, we're going to see the reprecharge for the Pro Junior Men division. And we have, actually, I'm going to double check that. I was going to say, because it looks like we're going to have the men. I'm going to double check with our technical director, another excellent Portuguese, who is Diogo Marques. Thank you,
Perfect.
Diogo. He's an amazing technical director.
And just for the people know, the schedules are subject to change anytime. And sometimes we are really here connected with our screen, but the guys can change if they needed the heat schedule. So the prior schedule that we got, we had Pro Juniors right now after the women, but it seems that we have men, so doesn't matter, a lot of action during the day. We have men's schedule, women and Pro Junior, and soon enough we're gonna give you the right information. Meanwhile, we have the heat number 4 in the water of the round number 4, 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. His heat situation is in first, Mariana Rosa from Portugal. She is leading. Oh, we have a replay.
This is a 6.
Yeah, lovely right-hander, punches through the roll, nice bottom turn, and that is when Mariana took the lead off the heat. 6 points, and the backup is a 4.75. Teresa Padrella now in second. Best wave is a 5.05, followed up by a 4.50. And in third, Alexandra Rinder, her best wave 5 points, and the backup score is only 1.25, just to let you know that she needs a 4.56 to advance. So with 7 minutes remaining, the heat is pretty much anyone. So there's just about waiting for the next set, as Alexandra had the first priority.
That's right. Well, I was talking about the quarterfinals. We have the first one, full Japanese. The second quarterfinals is Luz Marie Grande Perez against Maíra Viana. And we have Teresa Miranda waiting for whoever wins this heat. And actually, whoever gets second in this heat is facing Teresa Miranda in the third quarterfinal. And whoever wins this heat is going to face a very dangerous contender, who is Pamela Bowren. Pamela has been very consistent, and it's been a pleasant surprise to see her like that. And another wave here for Mariana. Mariana unstoppable. I have to say I'm very impressed with Mariana in this event. I might dare to say that she probably gets something else than a 4.75. That's her backup score, and that could happen.
Yeah, Mariana really taking advantage of this right-handers. One more roll through the lip. She had some trouble on the bottom turn with the bouncing, but maybe she will be able to back up that 6 points and 4.75 with the better score. I really don't know if this is gonna be it, but anyway, she's been doing great. Mariana Rosa in blue from Portugal with a 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. This young rider is dominating the heat with 6 points and 4.75.
Yeah, confirmation is that we are going, as is established, with Pro Junior Men Division. That's what's coming up after
Right.
this.
Thanks,
Uh,
Pedro.
and yes, guys, remember you can check everything that it's planned. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna see the Pro Junior Men Division is a report charge for that division after this, and after that we're gonna go to the Men Division. So 2 hits for the Pro Junior, men. After this one here, and then the Men Division is going to be crazy. I think I'm gonna get a heart attack. Yesterday it was yesterday it was so intense for that division and all the divisions. I know I live for these moments, but yeah. Okay, we have in the Pro Junior Men Division in the rapid charge round, Amin Umar. We have Kainalu Shim from Hawaii. We have Mohamed Jarish from here from Maldives as well. And Mohamed Sibid from Maldives. Eduardo Macedo from Portugal. We have Saleb Belhat from Morocco and Mohamed Hassan from Maldives. So lots of Maldivians in the junior. I love that. It's a huge message.
Yeah, I just can start to hear the drums and the chants
Ooh.
that we're gonna have in the next rounds as the Maldivian contingent go out. The crowd here starts to get crazy, and yesterday I joined Rish with the crowd, and I was there, looking at Ian's heat, and actually every pedal that Ian had in the heat, they yelled like it was 10 points right. So that's really
Look
great.
at that
Great
beautiful
to have the
wave.
sport. Yeah, it's a great looking lineup.
It's looking very nice actually here in Varunulaa Raalhugandu. Look at that. That's Alexandra. Did she try an ARS, Alex? Why would you do that? You are third. Oh, okay. Now it was a roll, but didn't land it. But yeah, that's a very weird to see Alexandra Rinder in third position, not advancing. But hey, she only looks for a 4.56 to be second and keep advancing. And yes, take us through that replay.
Yeah, good looking wave, nice speed, punches through the roll, but seems that that foam just caught her, and she wasn't so fast to punches through the white water. Incomplete move for Alexander, and with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, she still needs 4.56 to take the second place from Teresa Padrella, who now had first priority, and if she had the roll under the book, she will probably paddle towards Alexandra, avoiding her to get the wave she needed. So it's now a mind game, and that's how sport is. We have the World Tour winner here, world champion in the water, and she couldn't find her second wave. So yeah,
Amazing, huh?
yeah, that's
This event right here has been bringing a lot of surprises. It's actually it motivational, I will say, for all the competitors around the world. Guys, see, guys and girls, you see, you never know. Sometimes you don't have that confidence. You say, I'm not ready for the world tour and stuff like that. But listen, you don't know what's going to happen. We have had several new names advancing, big names leaving the competition, and these things can happen. Look at that, 1 minute left. There's nothing. I don't see any waves coming. Alexandra, no priority, and she's looking only for a 4.56. Very stressful moments for the youngest world champ in the bodyboarding history. She became world champ back when she was 16 years of age. She's got 2 world titles, and right now she's in 3rd position. 40 seconds, Giuliano. It's not looking well, but there's a wave coming there.
All right, there is a good-looking wave, and this is Alexandra Rinder. She was able to cut that one, spins around the section, tries one more move, and there it is. A quick little roll there. Oh, she couldn't pull that off.
Oh my God, this is happening, Giuliano.
Yeah.
Another huge name in the bodyboarding women division. It's probably being knocked out. The scores are dropping, and that it's not enough, guys. Alexandra Rinder is getting knocked out by these 2 young Portuguese. This is sending a huge message, and this is Teresa. This wave is counting. Teresa Miranda Padrela, I'm sorry, that wave might change the situation. Wow, what a hit, and congratulations, parabéns pelas portuguesas, porque quebraram tudo. A gente vai a corte comercial e já voltamos. Não sai daí.
Don't go anywhere.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We are beyond excited because we are seeing new things in this event. This is the 2023 Visit Maldives Pro, and we are about to see the Pro Junior Men Division with 2 Maldivians and 1 Hawaiian in the water. Let's just hit the water real quick so we can introduce these young men, which are no shortage in level for them. Under 18 these guys are, but they serve really good, such as Amin Umar from Maldives, and Kainalu Shim from Hawaii, Mohamed Jarish from here. This is going to be a great hit to watch, full elimination, and welcome back, Jay Rio.
Thank you so much, Bego. A wave, unbelievable wave right off the bat here. And this is Mohamed Jarish getting a barrel to roll combo. Can he hang on and finish? He's kicking, he makes it. And actually, that was Kainalu Shim, my bad. The glare is still affecting. So the young Hawaiian, Kainalu Shim, picks off a cracker of a wave right here at the beginning of the heat. We're going to see scores coming through. That was actually his second ride. So, you know, we always have a short transition as we do the highlights from the prior heat, and sometimes we don't see the waves live. But let's take a replay on this one.
Yeah, this is Mohamed Jarish going to the right. Not really happening for him there, but good effort. And this one here is for Kainalu Shim. I'll tell you, Jay, the waves are getting better and better. And that's, yeah, that was a very good roll, actually. But he caught, what was that? It was like, I don't know.
Yeah, Yeah,
That's a complete maneuver.
he did complete it. He did well to hang on to the board. And, you know, you mentioned the wave's getting better. We've seen this consistently day after day. As the tide gets low, it gets better and better. Amin Umar takes this right-hander, spins up off the top, and just nose digs right there. So that one's not going to be what he wants to get. He gets a 1.5 on that one. But, yeah, this lower tide, we're coming up on low tide at 11:30 this morning. High tide is at 5:30. So we're starting to get into a really good cycle with the tide. The event's going to start and finish on either side of that low tide as we advance through the week. And check these junior men's rankings right now. Absent from this event is number 1 in the rankings, Michael Yancey. And Roger Fusculin also not here, but Jorge Hernandez was absolutely on a tear yesterday, and he is indeed here. Gabriel Mendoza as well, and Alexandra Montes. So these guys all battling it out for those top 8 spots. And, you know, the junior side of the tour is chugging away, but I got to tell you, man, Jorge Hernandez really doing well to get here to this event because this is his chance to vault himself forward. He's doing both the men's and the juniors division as well.
I mean, you have to do that. I believe it's a message that it's been sent even from Luna. Let's see. Okay, rider in white, first spin, nice looking one, and actually a reverse, another reverse spin. Keeps going. Is he going to find a section for the roll there? That will be a good combo, and it is. Good effort. I mean, good combo there for Kainalu.
Yeah, so interesting that he picked off that peak over by the bridge. We haven't seen many people do that. Look at that right wedger. And that one was really fun last year in some heats, but we haven't really seen it turn on. And here goes Kainalu Shim, the only one really to take advantage of that right wedger. No big move on the outside, but he does finish nicely with the roll on the inside. And this young Hawaiian putting a stamp on his performance here in this event. So good job, Kainalu.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to put some points. I mean, you can't wait too much. And even if it's the basic, or how you call it, beta potatoes, even if it's that, it's all right. You know, you want, if you see too much, well, that actually happened to Alexandra. I mean, she was waiting too long, and she was left without scores. And right now, this is the
division, and now here he is in the juniors once again this year, and that was a sick Rolo, and that's going to move him right from third place to first place, I believe. Pick off an 8.5 wave score on that one, added to his 3.15, moves him right into first place from third. Kainalu Shim now sitting in second, and fellow Maldivian Mohamed Jarish now needs a 2.65 to advance on the strength of a 5.0 earlier. He had a paddle for that one, did not get it, and he did have first priority. So we'll see if the judges pull the priority from him. He really has plenty of time to go here, just under 14 minutes remaining in this heat. So that second and third place